Hi guys, in this video class I am going to discuss photoelectric effect which was proposed by Einstein. So now guys, in simple words, photoelectric effect means the ejection or emission of electrons from the metal surface when radiation falls on the metal surface. When radiation falls on the metal surface, electrons are ejected. So this process or phenomenon is known as photoelectric effect. And the electron which is ejected from the metal, which is known as a photoelectron. So photo means guys light. Now let us see the definition. So this definition we can understand by using examples. So now let us see once. When radiation with frequency greater than certain minimum frequency, okay, strike the metal surface, the electrons are ejected from the metal surface. This phenomenon is known as photoelectric effect. So now this radiation must contains guys a certain frequency. It contains a frequency. That frequency should be greater than a certain minimum frequency. So I will give you one example. From that you can easily understand what is that minimum certain frequency and why the frequency of radiation should contain greater than that certain minimum amount of frequency. Okay, now this is the experimental setup guys. Now here there is a evacuated tube. In this tube guys, here there is metal. This is the metal surface. And this metal surface is connected with the negative terminal of battery. So now, which is connected with the negative terminal of battery, that one acts as a cathode. Now this is the detector guys, and this one is connected with the positive terminal of battery. So this is anode. Next one, this is ammeter. So this one indicates the flow of current through the circuit. Right guys. So now if there is no flow of current through the circuit, it shows zero reading. If there is any flow of current through the circuit, then it shows the readings greater than zero. So now guys, here if this metal surface is exposed to a radiation containing a sufficient amount of frequency, electrons are ejected. Now these electrons contains negative charge, so they are attracted by the detector because which is connected with the positive terminal of battery. That is also known as anode. So now here, due to the passage of electrons from the metal surface cathode to anode, here guys, so there is a flow of current in the circuit. So now here we can observe the readings are shown by ammeter. Okay guys. Now here all the radiations are not able to give the electrons from the metal surface. Only the radiation containing frequency greater than minimum certain frequency, only when incident on the surface electrons are ejected. So now guys, we are using the word that is a certain minimum frequency. So now a certain minimum frequency. This certain minimum frequency is known as a threshold frequency. Threshold frequency is represented with the nu naught. Okay. So now what is this threshold frequency or a minimum frequency? A minimum certain frequency. The minimum frequency above which electrons can be ejected from the metal surface. Okay. So the minimum frequency above which electrons can be ejected from the metal surface is known as a threshold frequency. Or there is one more definition. The minimum frequency below which electrons can't be ejected from the metal surface is also known as a threshold frequency. Now guys, I will give you one example. From that example you can easily understand. Now let me rub the definition. So right guys, let us try to understand the threshold frequency from these two examples. So first here guys, we need to consider the same metals, two same metals. Now this is the one electron in the first metal and electron present in the second metal. Now guys, these two electrons, in order to come out from the metals, they need a minimum frequency 2 Hz. Here also it needs to come out frequency, minimum certain frequency is 2 Hz. Now guys, here I am using the radiation containing 4 Hz. So now in this case I am using the radiation containing 1 Hz frequency. So now guys, here I am using the radiation containing frequency greater than the required amount of frequency in order to eject the electron. Now in this case I am using the radiation having frequency less than the required amount of frequency to bring out the electron from the metal surface. Now guys, in the first case only electron ejection takes place. In second case electron ejection does not take place because we are using here less amount of frequency or the radiation with less frequency than the required frequency. Now here we are using the radiation having frequency greater than the required amount of frequency. So now here electron ejection takes place and here electron ejection does not take place. Now here this minimum required amount of frequency is known as threshold frequency. Now when you use the radiation having frequency greater than threshold frequency, electron comes out from the metal surface. So now if you use the radiation having frequency less than the threshold frequency, electron can't be ejected. So now here threshold frequency means guys, so that is the certain minimum frequency in order to bring out the electron. Now here you see guys, we are using 4 Hz. Now out of 4 Hz, to bring out the electron, only 2 Hz of the frequency only required. Next, what about the rest of the 2 Hz? The rest of the 2 Hz is utilized as kinetic energy of the electron. So now here there is no chance for the ejection of electron. Here there is no kinetic energy also. Okay. So now that is about the threshold frequency. And next guys, you should know about work function. Work function. Let me write points regarding that first. After that I will explain. So write guys, work function. So now guys, work function means the minimum energy above which electron can be ejected from the metal surface is known as work function. Or the minimum energy below which electrons can't be ejected from the metal surface is known as work function. Let us try to understand these 2 points from the 2 examples guys. So now here these are the same metals. Now here these are the electrons are located in both the metals. Now guys, here to remove the electron it needs at least minimum 2 electron volts energy. And here also in order to remove the electron we need energy that is minimum 2 electron volts. Okay guys. Now here I am using the radiation having energy that is 4 electron volts. And in this case I am using the radiation having energy 1 electron volt. Now here I am using the radiation having energy greater than the required amount of energy. But in this case I am using the energy or radiation having energy less than the required amount of or the minimum amount of the energy. Now in first case electron is ejected, in the second case electron can't be ejected. Because here I am using the radiation having the energy greater than required. But here I am using the radiation having energy less than the required amount of energy. So now here the required amount of energy I have taken as 2 electron volts. Now when you use the radiation greater than when you use the radiation having energy greater than 2 electron volts, so here electron can be ejected. Now you see guys here, minimum energy, in the place of minimum energy you can place the two electrons. So now above which means, so now here 4 electron volts, electron can be ejected. So now this minimum energy is known as work function. And the next one, second one, the minimum energy. So now here we place the 2 electron volt in the minimum energy. So below which means here you can take 1 electron volt, electron can't be ejected. So now here electron can't be ejected. Now here this 2 electron volt is known as work function. Now guys, this work function W naught, which is nothing but h nu naught. W naught, that is work function. Work function means guys, that is also a energy, but that is the minimum amount of energy in order to remove the electron. When you use the radiation having energy greater than that, electron comes out. When you use the radiation having energy less than the minimum amount, electron can't be ejected. Now this minimum amount of energy is known as a work function. This work function is equal to h nu naught, which is similar to the this equation, E is equal to h nu. So now from Planck's quantum theory we know that energy is equal to h nu. Work function is also a energy which is equal to the h into threshold frequency. Okay, so right. So next guys, we can write a mathematical equation here. Yeah, before writing the mathematical equation guys, now let me explain few things here. So now guys, this metal has an electron, and the electron, in order to comes out, it needs minimum 3 electron volts. 3 electron volts energy is required. So now if you use the radiation having energy less than 3 electron volts, here electrons can't be ejected. If electrons can't be ejected, then there is no chance for the flow of current through the circuit. If you use the radiation 2 electron volts energy guys, here you can't observe any readings in the ammeter. It shows 0 reading only. If you use the radiation having energy greater than 3 electron volts, it may be 4 electron volts or 5 electron volts, whatever. Okay, then here electrons are ejected, then flow of current takes place throughout the circuit, and ammeter shows readings greater than 0. So now guys, here I can write a mathematical equation from this phenomenon, that is, so right guys, now you take this one needs energy 2 electron volts. Now here I am using the radiation having energy 4 electron volts. Okay, so now guys, the energy of radiation which we are using to incident over the metal, let me take it as E. Okay, now guys, this energy is equal to the work function less kinetic energy. The energy which, the radiation which we are using to incident over the metal surface is equal to the sum of the work function and the next one kinetic energy. So now guys, here the energy of the radiation I have taken as 4 electron volts. So now in order to understand in simple manner, I am giving a numerical equation guys here. So now this is the 4 electron volt is the radiation of energy. Now this 4 electron volts equal to work function. Work function I have taken here as 2 electron volts. 2 electron volts are 2. So now guys, and the next one, out of 4 electron volts, here 2 electron volts is utilized to remove the electron. Next we have 2 more electron volts energy. Now the 2 more electron volts energy is utilized as the kinetic energy. Okay, so now the amount of energy or the radiation, the energy possessed by the radiation which incident over the metal surface is equal to the work function and next one kinetic energy. Sum of the work function and kinetic energy. So now example, this radiation has energy 4, then which is equal to the work function plus the kinetic energy. Okay guys. So now from this we can write. So from this we can write guys. E means what guys? From the Planck's quantum theory, E is equal to h nu, that is equal to W naught means what guys? H nu naught plus kinetic energy formula what guys? Half mv square, that is the kinetic energy formula. So now guys here we can derive an equation to find out the velocity of electron from this expression. So now here you see m means guys mass of the electron and v means velocity of the electron which is ejected from the metal surface. So now this h nu naught will bring on this side, then here h nu minus h nu naught is equal to half m v square. So now here h is common, so nu minus nu naught is equal to half m v square. Now this half and next one m, so bring on this side. So now guys here 2 is in division, so now if you bring on this side it will be in multiplication 2h, and the next one m is in denominator 2h by m, and mu minus mu naught is equal to v square. So now here, so now this equation you can write like this: v is equal to square root of 2h by m nu minus nu naught. Now by using this equation guys, we can find the velocity of electron which is ejected from the metal surface when radiation incident over the surface of a metal. Right guys. So next guys, from this equation we can write one more form. So now you know E means h nu, and which is equal to W naught. W naught means h nu naught plus kinetic energy. Okay guys. So now here nu means, we know that nu is equal to c by lambda. Nu means frequency of the radiation guys. And the next one nu naught. Nu naught means that is the threshold frequency. So now threshold frequency which is equal to c by lambda naught. So now here you can write h into c by lambda which is equal to h into c by lambda naught plus kinetic energy. You can write half mv square also instead of k. And if you want to find out the kinetic energy guys, then you have to send this one on this side. If the frequency is given, if the frequency and threshold frequency are given, then by bringing this term on this side we can find the kinetic energy. So now this equation you can write like this: kinetic energy of the ejected electron is equal to h nu minus h nu naught. Now in this equation guys, h means Planck's constant, nu means frequency of the radiation, nu naught means the threshold frequency. Here guys, this one frequency, this one depends upon the radiation which we are using, and the threshold frequency, this one depends upon the metal which we are taking, which is related with the frequency, this is related with the metal. Okay, and the next one guys, let us consider the effect of, the change in kinetic energy. So now by varying, by changing the intensity of the radiation, and the next one by changing the energy of the radiation. So let us consider here two cases. So now let us consider here two cases guys. So right guys, so now let us try to understand how the intensity of radiation can affect the kinetic energy of the photoelectron, and how the energy of the radiation can affect the kinetic energy of the photoelectron. So now first let us talk about effect of intensity guys. Intensity means the power transferred on unit area in unit time is known as intensity. So right guys, if intensity increases, the number of photons also increases. Now here there are two radiations. So now here two radiations are there here. So now this one has more intensity, this one has less intensity. So now here this one has more number of photons and this one has less number of photons. If the intensity of radiation increases, number of photons also increases. If intensity decreases, the number of photons decreases. So now guys, you take one metal surface. So now here you use the radiation having intensity, some certain intensity. In that there are 5 photons. 5 photons are there. Now when these 5 photons are incident over the metal surface, then you can get 5 electrons because each photon has a fixed amount of energy. Now each photon can remove the one electron. So now when 5 photons are incident over the metal surface, 5 electrons are ejected. So now guys, here when you draw a graph between the kinetic energy of the electron, photoelectron, and the next one intensity of the radiation, you will get a graph like this. It means guys, if intensity increases, there is no change in the kinetic energy of electrons. If you increase the intensity, the number of electrons are ejected will be increased. If you use the radiation having 5 photons, you will get the 5 electrons. Next one, if you use the radiation having 6 photons, it contains more intensity than previous one. You can get 6 electrons. But there is no change in the kinetic energy because all photons are identical here. So they have equal energy. So now when they have equal energy, there is no change in the kinetic energy. So now simply you can remember one thing, intensity won't show any effect on the kinetic energy. So now this is the graph between both. At any intensity of the radiation, the kinetic energy is being same. At this point, now you see the kinetic energy same. Here we have some value guys. Maybe I can take the values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here you take some values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now at intensity 1, so kinetic energy 6. Intensity 2, kinetic energy 6. Intensity 3, kinetic energy 6. At intensity 7, kinetic energy 6 only. As intensity increases, so the number of electrons are ejected being increased, but no change in the kinetic energy. Now let us see the effect of energy on kinetic energy of the electron. So right guys, here if the energy increases, then the kinetic energy also increases. How? I will explain you guys. You take two metal surfaces guys. You take two metals here. Now here I am using the radiation and here also I am using radiation. Both are with different energies. But here metals are same guys. So now when metals are same, they have same threshold frequency. Here threshold work function. Work function is here I am taking as 2 electron volts. And here work function I am taking as 2 electron volt. Here I am using the radiation having the energy 5 electron volts and here I am using the radiation having 7 electron volts. So now when this radiation incident over the surface, only 2 electrons is utilized to remove the electron. Next, what about the remaining 3 electrons? The remaining 3 electrons utilized as the kinetic energy of the photoelectron. Okay, 3 electron volts. It is utilized as kinetic energy because this one has work function only 2 electron volt. Now when we use the 5 electron volts, out of 5 electrons, 2 electrons are utilized by the electrons to comes out. Remaining 3 electron volts utilized as kinetic energy of the electron. Now guys, here also you see work function of the metal is 2 electron volt. Now we are using the radiation having energy 7 electron volts. So now this radiation will incident over the metal surface. Out of 7 electron volts, only 2 electron volt utilized by the electron to comes out. Next, what about the rest of the energy? That is 5 electron volts. That 5 electron volts utilized by the electron in the form of a kinetic energy. Now we see from here to here, guys, energy of the radiation increases. As energy of the radiation increases, what about the kinetic energy? Kinetic energy also increases. In case of intensity, if intensity increases, guys, there is no change in the energy of the radiation. Okay. So now 5 photons are there in a given radiation, you will get 5 electrons. If 6 photons are there in a given radiation, you will get 6 electrons. That's it. But there is no change in the kinetic energy of the ejected electrons. Now let us see the graphs between the kinetic energy and the next one energy of the radiation. So now let me take the basic equation of the photoelectric effect. W is equal to energy is equal to W naught plus Ke. W naught plus Ke. So now guys, here E means what? H nu, and W naught means what? H nu naught plus kinetic energy. So now this one you bring on this side, guys, then it will be H nu minus H nu naught is equal to Ke. So this one you can write like this: Ke is equal to H nu minus H nu naught. Here the energy of the radiation I have converted into the frequency and work function as the threshold frequency. Okay, now we know energy and frequency both are directly proportional to each other, guys. Okay, so now here let me take the kinetic energy. Let me take the kinetic energy on the x-axis, y-axis, and next here let me take the frequency, guys. So now here it better to take the effect of frequency than energy. You can take energy also, no problem. So now here I am drawing a graph in between frequency of the radiation and kinetic energy. That's why here I am writing frequency. The effect of frequency of radiation on kinetic energy. Now you see, guys, this graph is present in the form of y is equal to mx minus c. So now for this equation you can get a straight line that is touches on x-axis. Okay, and the next one, this one touches on x-axis. So now here, guys, from 0 to this point, this is known as threshold frequency nu naught. So now at this range of frequency electron volt comes out. At this range of frequency electron volt comes out. Now here onwards electron is started to comes out. So now up to this one is known as a threshold frequency. So now when the radiation having frequency greater than threshold frequency, electron comes out and its kinetic energy also increases. So now here two things, guys, either energy or frequency. When these two are increases, the kinetic energy also increases. Okay, guys. Now we can draw one more graph, that is let me draw this one. So right, guys, now let us take the starting equation only. So now E is equal to W naught plus kinetic energy. Now you know E means H nu, W naught means H nu naught plus kinetic energy. Now you bring this one on this side, then you can write like this the equation: kinetic energy is equal to H nu minus H nu naught. Now you take the H as common. So kinetic energy is equal to H minus H into nu minus nu naught. Now you see this is in the form of y is equal to mx. X means here nu minus nu naught, frequency of the radiation and the threshold frequency of the metal. Now we draw a graph between y and x. This is the y-axis. On this you can take kinetic energy. Now here, this is the x-axis. On this you have to take the values of nu minus mu naught. So now this equation is in the form of y is equal to mx. So then the straight line passes through the origin. Now it means that, guys, so now from the starting onwards, as nu minus mu naught increases, kinetic energy also increases. Now in this case, guys, so now at the starting points of the frequencies, there is no kinetic energy. After certain amount of the frequency only, kinetic energy is increases. When you draw a graph between kinetic energy and next one the frequency. But when you draw a graph between kinetic energy and frequency of the radiation minus threshold frequency, from the beginning only there is increase in the kinetic energy of electron.